What's going on, people? It's Ahmed with another video for On The Spot, and today I've never been more wrong in my life. I made a video recently saying I'll be making a video about Corona again, probably talking about 3 months what happened to Corona, but I've never been more wrong. I mean, now football is suspended until I think April the 30th now. It's just come out recently in this country that the Premier League, I think the English Football League, and even I think the Vanarama National League and non-leagues will be suspended until April 30th, which is like a massive impact in football. I can't really think of a pandemic that's really ever happened like this. When we had Ebola and bird flu, football still carried on, football remained the same. So now we're dealing with this era where it's all changing because of what the World Health Organization have said about coronavirus and how quickly it can spread. And I'm glad they've done this. I'm glad they haven't gone through this whole thing of playing football behind closed doors, which I'm really happy for, because if anyone saw the last game, it was just dead to watch, or any European or UEFA Champions League game. Watching a game behind closed doors just felt like you're watching like a local under-14s training session, or just, you know, because there's no atmosphere, there's no nothing, and it feels more like a pre-season game rather than an actual competitive game. I'm really glad with some of the stories I'm reading about football, like what Chelsea did. Chelsea, if you haven't known, opened up, I think, their hotel called the Millennium Hotel, you know, to help out the NHS staff. And similar to Gary Neville with the hotel football in his other branch, you know, opening up for NHS staff to help him out with, you know, bed shortages and stuff like that. It's amazing to see, and I'm happy I'm hearing football stories like that. Not really happy when you hear players like Mason Mount break their allegations and stuff like that, and the curfew, because obviously Mason Mount, if you don't know, was supposed to stay in isolation, but he went out, and I think he went to go play football, ironically. But it happens, I suppose, and it's people just being stupid. But with coronavirus, I know a lot of people are upset. I know a lot of people I've been talking to are a bit frustrated because some of them have bought tickets to like recent games and stuff like that, and obviously it's been postponed. And obviously you don't know what your future holds. Obviously sometimes when you go to football, you book that whole day off, you book that whole weekend or that midweek game of Europa Champions League or FA Cup or whatever you're gonna go watch for that day, and you know, obviously it's been postponed. I know some people are getting tickets refunded maybe as well, but some people are also like, you know, might have to sell the tickets if they can't really afford to go to that game, if they have to work or stuff like that. But obviously with coronavirus, we don't know how long we're going to be in isolation, and it's crazy for one instance for this to affect football like how it has. But I'm glad we live in a country where they are taking precautions. Okay, UK has been great when it comes to this, but it's good that they're trying to stop it. And you know, I know some people say football is bigger than life, but I think at points like this you gotta sit back and say, okay, you know, football doesn't take priority here. Funny enough though, they also announced that Liverpool will not win the league if they suspended the whole season. So that's pretty funny. I mean, like, imagine being a Liverpool fan, you waited all this time. You might have to wait a little bit longer, to be honest, because I don't think anyone predicted a virus stopping you from winning the league, you know. But more importantly as well, you know, I hope they don't really do this thing. If they have to suspend the season longer and they start again, I feel a bit annoyed, because then obviously I think the whole season will have a hard reset, so there'll be no Football League playoffs or anything like that. I think everyone will just remain in their positions and we'll start again. So almost like having to restart the 2019-2020 season again. The Euros also have been postponed, the Euros 2021, which is going to be interesting for me because it's not going to change the layout now. So for instance, before this it was Euro 2016, 2020, and then obviously 24. Is it going to change to 21 and then obviously to 25? We'll have to see what happens there, but it's just crazy to see. You know, it's mental from a point of me, because obviously this has affected everyone. For me personally, I'm not too concerned about the footballers, because the footballers all got their own, you know, private gyms and stuff like that. They can still train and stay fit. They're not going to come back like fat or anything like that. It's not like they're going to be, you know, just go, I'm off for the whole year, might as well just get fat. You know, obviously hopefully they'll stay in shape, and it'll be a part of the club as well. Obviously the club's probably set guidelines, so people I feel sorry for are like the match day staff, e.g. your stewards, your hospitality workers and stuff like that, people who rely on this income to come in and help just pay bills, or is it part of their job as well? Because, you know, some people rely on that extra money given by clubs, you know, working as a steward, working as a caterer, working as such and such. I want to know what's going to happen with these guys. Is implications in place, you know, because obviously some of them rely on that money to come in, and it's obvious as well. Players, I think, will still get paid regardless, but it's just the fact that I'm hoping that the small stakeholders of football, you know, people who make it a great day, are also being helped out and looked after by the FA or the club they represent. To put it into context, though, when you think of coronavirus, though, like, it's mental how much it has affected football. I keep saying this, but it's affected football in a way that I could not imagine. Really, I couldn't imagine the government taking this much, the FA taking that much steps into putting this much into place. It's obviously going to be a hard time for WDSportz at the time, and we appreciate you guys still watching our video and supporting us, because obviously we rely on football content a lot, but obviously there's not going to be much because of course coronavirus, but we'll try and provide as much as we can. We really appreciate everyone's support. But yeah, it's been Ahmed. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below, and please keep sharing us. And yeah, I hope you guys are following government guidelines. Stay as long as you can inside your house. If you need to go out to go shops, don't just go to the shops, don't go to the pub or anything like that. Try and remain indoors for as long as you can. And yeah, hopefully this will all blow over soon, and hopefully as a community we can all be better off, and hopefully we'll see each other soon. Thanks, guys.